said, think about a defining moment and talk to people about it. And I'm very fortunate to be able to say that the defining moment that brought me to the Summer Institute in the early 80s, it doesn't matter to me anymore. That defining moment was when I was about 6, and my father told me that they were killing children with Down syndrome because they thought that those children would not have quality of life. And so it was in their best interest to not have them live. Now, we've all heard of or even met people who think like that, right? It's not a new kind of thinking. And my father went on to say when he was a boy, by the way, my dad is 88 years old and doing well, but he went on to say, well, when I was a boy, so that's like 82 years ago now, we didn't make any difference about people with Down syndrome because they could grow potatoes and raise cows like the rest of us. But if you'd been born then, we would have strangled you by the time you were 3 because you wouldn't have fit into our community, into our society. And so I asked him, why then are you keeping me alive now? I was 6. And he said, well, maybe you'll find the answer. So my life has been, okay, what's the answer? But of course I had to figure out what's the question. And for me at that time, the question was what to do about the thing that we call disability. That I don't care about anymore. And I'm really excited to have been here for about 24 hours now, and I've only heard the word disability 7 times, twice out of my own mouth. I'm really excited about that because something that I really struggled with up until about 20 years ago now was, or sorry, that thing has disappeared pretty much. Okay, it's still out there in the world, but that's like, you know, the last shudder of an earthquake. It's disappearing. And that's the idea that there's a right way to be a person. And there's a lot of wrong ways to be a person. That idea is going away. And the idea that's coming along, and you all have had something to do with it, and I certainly had something to do with it, and that is that we all have gifts. And some of those gifts, Mike and I talked about this a lot in the 90s, some of those gifts they appear to be empty, in the sense that they're not about doing things, they're more about opening spaces and asking questions and asking people, inviting people in to become part of community, part of relationship. And those gifts are, in many ways, the most powerful, although still often not recognized for their power.